Hey guys, what's up? Richard here with a really quick chess game review. This is a Caro-Kann game. Actually, before when I had the Caro-Kann game, I tend to board a lot of those games because I don't really like this opening. This Caro-Kann opening is, I think, it's really weird. But the main theory is that you need to play. You play c6 and then you play d5, right? And takes, then basically you get the exchange variation of the Caro-Kann, um, and basically uh, this is a pretty passive system. I mean, the central poser is changed pretty quickly. The advantage of this opening is that it really gives both sides a lot of space because the central pawns are all taken. No, it's changed. And the problem for white is that it actually leaves a double pawn on the d file, and since it's a really passive kind of opening, I don't really like to play it. But here he played c5. Um, the thing is, if you want to play c5, you should play c5 immediately. Then this transposes into an open Sicilian after white plays d4 and then takes. The game continues. Knight c3, and then the black's gonna play knight f6, and you know the game continues. Um, but the thing is, you don't need to play c6 and c5. It's like you just gave me a move for nothing, and this is definitely not good for black. So I continue. This is just an open Sicilian. You continue with knight takes, but here the thing is, you can actually grab some more space by playing this move, by playing e5, and then the knight is here they actually have some problem. He chose to jump in with a knight, which is not so good, because after queen to e2, your knight is actually trapped. Your knight has really nowhere to go. The pawns guards the f6 and the d6 square, and the bishop guards the g5 square, which is the only reasonable square probably for the knight to go. And the problem is your knight is really trapped. So this is not really not a good opening. If you're gonna play the open Sicilian, you need to play it immediately. And then I just took. There's nothing to do here. So here it takes. Queen takes is a little bit better, because after pawn take, you can actually take back. Knight takes, queen checks, knight to c3, and here it's not really that great. Knight to c3, and after this, I went back, and the queen goes back. Here, I didn't pay attention. Here, a good move would be something like maybe something like f4 after pawn takes, bishop takes, and then this comes with an attack on the queen, and you actually gets a free pawn and gets development. So here, queen to a4 check, and this is a blunder. This is definitely a blunder. What he should have played is queen c6. After queen c6, that's just basically inviting an exchange of queens. After queen takes, knight takes, this game is still playable. But here he allows a very nice tactics. and that is knight takes on b5. And knight takes on b5 is really, awesome tactic. Now you don't have much to do. Your queen is under attack, so you pretty much have to take the knight. Otherwise, there's really nothing for you to do there. You're down the pawn, and your queen is hanging, and the only move is probably just to take the knight. And here you take the rook, right? So if bishop to b7, you just go back inviting exchange of queens. It doesn't really matter after takes. While you basically now you grab the exchange, and now you're up basically a whole rook, because before you were up a piece, and then now you grab the piece for a rook, so it ends up you're just up a rook. And here white always has the option of going bishop b5 check. It just depends on when you're gonna do it. So I did it now. He moved the king, and I brought another bishop in, check, and this is really just probably unplayable for black. And right now, c4 comes with an attack on the bishop. The bishop cannot move, because if you move the bishop, then rook to d8 is checkmate. Your bishop is still on the f8, and the rook is not guarding the d8 square. So he cannot move the bishop. He has to bring this bishop out, and after takes, rook takes, and now actually bishop to a6 is already checkmate. The king has nowhere to go. But I decided to take some more material by playing bishop to d7, takes on d7 check, and after takes, bishop moves, and this check. But I actually played this and took out his pieces, and right now it's just he decided to take the bishop, and right now it's just checkmate in 3 or 4 moves. Rook checks, king moves, rook checks, rook to e5 check. The bishop is guarding the rook, so the king cannot take. And right now, actually, I'm pretty sure you guys all spotted it. It's rook to d6 checkmate. So really, it's really an unusual game. Usually the Caro-Kann is not played like that, and this goes on to show that you really need to have some opening knowledge. It's not only about the theory. It's about the general. You need to know the general logic behind those theories. Is that you need to develop your pieces. You don't want to move your pawn 2 times in a row in the opening stage of the game. Then that's basically like giving me a move and basically putting herself in a disadvantage, really great disadvantage. So yeah, that's the game. I do hope you enjoyed it. Once again, if you guys like my content, please give a like to my video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification button so next time I post a video you guys won't miss it. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you in the next video.